If you saw this bloke for $1 on a toy table, would you pick him up? If you saw him for $5 with a bunch of toys, would you grab him? If you saw him for $40 sitting there amongst some vintage Masters of the Universe action figures, would you grab him? $200, would you say no and walk away and buy something else? The interesting part about it is wherever this guy ends up, he's going to have different value, much like us as people. This is a bit of a life lesson for you. If this guy was in a garage sale with a tub of vintage toys and nobody knew the value and there wasn't a buyer there that knew what he was worth, well, then you'd probably pick him up along with the other figures for $20 a tub. Now, if this guy was on a shelf and he was $40 or $50 at a second-hand store and they had some idea of value or that there's a little bit of value there in vintage toys, well, then you might be lucky to pick him up for $40 or $50. If you go to a collector con, you're going to pay $300 or $400 for him. You're going to know exactly what it is. Now, the interesting thing about this is people are exactly the same way. If you're in a relationship that you hate, you're in a job that you hate, sometimes it's just the environment. If you're going, hang on a second, I'm not getting paid enough here, look at a bottle of water. At a supermarket, $1 for a bottle of water, same as $1 for an action figure such as this at a garage sale. When you go to a concert, you're going to pay $6 for that bottle of water. The environment changes, the product stays the same. And then when you go to, say for example, an overseas trip on an aeroplane, the bottle of water is going to cost you $10. So that water has 10 times its value just purely by the environment change. Exactly the same as this guy. $1 at a garage sale, $500 at a collector con. All because this guy gets in front of the right buyer. This guy gets in front of the right audience. Are you around the right people at the moment and getting what you're worth? Sometimes these lessons aren't about toys. Don't forget, you put the price tag on you. Give yourself permission to play again. We'll catch you again soon. Cheers.